Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, October 16, 2022. Your heart can be in two places today, and while you want to surround yourself with the familiar, something calls on you to move out of your comfort zone. While today can get off to an indecisive start, good energy is with you for smoothing things out as the day advances. You're ready to make the most of a situation. Confronting a problem, rather than sidestepping it, is your best bet now. Keeping your options open can invite positive, interesting experiences, but it's also important to honor your need for relaxation. The moon moves into your solar 12th house today, reinforcing a need to take things easy as you wind down a lunar month. It's a great time to reflect, rest, and process. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, will link in a joyous dance with mighty Jupiter, our great benefic and the planet of miracles and luck today. You may now be having big thoughts about how you can improve your personal or romantic life. Sudden realizations and revelations around matters of the heart could hit you like lightning. Be sure to open yourself to meeting new people if single. Circulate amongst people with similar interests. Online dating could also provide a useful tool today if you've been searching for new connections. Use the cosmic luck to enjoy laughter, humor, and exhilarating dialogue. Align yourself. Soothe your inner monologue by choosing the clearest professional path when Mars in Gemini squares Neptune retrograde in Pisces. The square suggests some inner tension as you consider your options, however, you already know what would be your best bet. If you need to mull it over one more time before choosing, then Mercury in Libra opposing Jupiter retrograde in Aries can help. You may find that a close friend or colleague can offer you the perspective you need to move forward. Take their opinion into consideration. At the same time that Saturn moves into his final 10 days in retrograde motion in your financial sector for another 3 decades, the moon returns to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart. Over the next few days, this will put the moon and Saturn in harmony, just as there is also growing support from Venus, the planet of money. This allows you to look to the past with confidence as you work to take your financial power back. You feel generous and loving today. It's a great day to be you. Exude and revel in your energy as you give it. People will want to be around you. You mustn't neglect yourself for others, always a risk for you. Give yourself enough time and space to do your yoga workout, go for your run, shop for dinner, whatever it is you need to do for yourself. Enjoy the company of others, when possible, but prize your own. Today will be marked by a new departure. It is probable that you will feel the winds of change. At the very least, it will be a question of moving on to serious things and to stop acting in a puerile manner, most notably in your sentimental life. You need to have a little more independence before you start asking yourself deep questions. In your professional life, the vibrations are saying that you will have some difficulties concluding your projects in the days coming up. Knowing that once he returns just before Christmas, he will not only start over again but will retrace the steps he is taking now for the 3rd time, is taking the urgency out of Jupiter's final 2 weeks in your career sector. Jupiter is already retracing steps already taken, but in retrograde motion is looking to the past and to making sure no stone has been left unturned. It will be a different story when Jupiter returns in December, with a chance now to look to the past while preparing for the future. At the same time that the Sun and Venus are just days away from their return to your romantic sector at the end of next week, Jupiter is just 2 weeks away from retrograding back into an adventurous part of your chart. This is something that will not only overlap but bring them together in a way that is set to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. The day starts with an active moon shifting from the love lesson of Taurus to detail-oriented Gemini. It's time to make a plan and stick to it. This is a cycle when you're editing certain realms regarding news, technology, and even conversations with others. With this, you might also feel like you're being given a very specific choice. You're going to have to take the middle ground in many situations for now to keep your mind in the right place. It's time to think about how you might be taking other people's word for money matters or buying into an investment scheme that's too good to be true. Someone may be giving you a hard sell concerning a stock, IRA, or bond. You need more time to consider the best path for you. Be firm but polite, and make sure you get the time you need. You know best. The Gemini moon could stir the pot, so staying away from gossip is strongly advised. The light of the sun shines brightly, however. The energy wants to dig at your inner fears beyond what you can fully process on your own. There's a marked psychological aspect to these transits. Maybe you want to make a major change right now and are met with some resistance and challenges. Remember that it really has to do with what your heart feels. These shifts are pointing out a new life for you. As Venus in Libra trines Saturn in Aquarius late tonight, the strategy of surrendering to the divine is what can open many doors for you. In the morning, the Gemini moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius, offering an emotionally steady start to the day. Under this influence, we are introspective, pondering life's meaning. We wish to make our mark on the world, and with this idealistic aspiration tempered by a pragmatic strategy, we have a good chance of doing so. Hard work is taken up in the spirit of adventure. Old problems can be tackled with a novel approach. It's a good time to speak to elders and take a cue from their playbooks. Discover the causes that drove those who came before you to make a difference. What was their inspiration? You have a tense relationship between home and career this week. You might be overwhelmed with work or feel like your career presents way too many obstacles now. At the same time, your home life and inner feelings are tumultuous at best. Establish a balance by keeping a close eye on your cash flow to help ease the stress. Things are looking up from there. It's a week full of challenges for you. Your dreams could be more than just a source of inspiration. Their images and ideas will help you determine the business you'd be good at and how to move forward in that area. You also need to shore up your savings. Change is coming and you'll want to be prepared. Following this, the moon opposes Mars in Gemini, provoking irritation. We've established our morning plan with the intent to make headway, but distractions push us off course. People may require our assistance. Although we want to help, we also feel put out. Why can't they figure this out themselves? Instead of succumbing to frustration, consider temporarily delaying personal plans to aid others. We won't get much accomplished during this commotion anyhow. It's best to address this issue and return to our own interests when things have calmed down.